That Metal Interview.
This episode of That Metal Interview, you guys are in for another treat because we're going to chat and we're going to talk to Witchhammer, the drummer of Witchtrap. To me, the best metal band from Colombia. But that's just my opinion, of course. If you ask him, he'll say they're not the best band because there's a lot of bands out there. Okay, I get it. But to me, they're the best band from Colombia and from a lot of places. These guys are just badass Witchtrap. And they were nice enough to give us an exclusive on the brand new single of Witchtrap. I'm not going to tell you the name of the song. That way you guys can check it out when the CD comes out. Very, very soon. But we have the exclusive, the brand new Witchtrap song. And here it is. That was the exclusive, brand new song by Witchtrap that nobody has and nobody has heard it before, besides the band, of course. And the CD is not out. It's going to be out very, very soon, so you guys got to wait for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed that jam. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the song, but the song is badass and they keep kicking ass as always. Thank you, Hugo, Witchhammer, and thank you to all the guys from Witchtrap for giving that metal interview podcast the exclusive of the new song. So thank you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And we are going to leave you to listen to this exclusive interview with Hugo of Witchtrap. And here it is. Enjoy. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you to all the guys in your band, Witchtrap. Thank you for the exclusive on that new song. Only we have the new song, of course, before its official release date, which is very, very soon, right? It is a badass thrash metal, old school thrash metal sound, really, that kicks ass. Thank you.
Thank you, man, for your words. We are doing that we love to play and the music we love, metal is our way of life and it's like a feeling, and I'm so glad that people enjoy our music and so glad you like it as well.
You guys deserve it. You guys have been at it for years, man. Years.
Yeah, we have been playing for something like 27 years, and unfortunately, in the early days, we don't have enough money, economical resources, to press our stuff. Living in Colombia isn't easy for a younger band. If you have in mind that in those days we haven't any gear, any instrument, and we have to improve to play with acoustic guitars and some seats like a drum kit, But those days was fun and we create something, and about the years comes to us, we start to buy some stuff, some gear to do it and make it real. It happens, but it's fun seeing the band across the years is growing up day by day and making our dream becoming true, I hope the people that will enjoy this song or hear this song, hope they like it and realize the music we are doing is the same music we do from the beginnings, and the music of which Romaniacs expect to hear from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because many people think that when a band produces a new album, they are expecting something different or something absolutely new, you know?
Right.
But Witchtrap is like, don't get me wrong, I know Motorhead or AC/DC are bigger bands, but those bands were very an inspiration for us, because we saw on them, they always keep doing the same music they do from the beginnings. And Witchtrap is a thrash metal, old school thrash metal band that keep this feeling to keep doing the same music we're doing from the beginning. And right now we have a mature sound or growing sound, you know, but the feeling and the style is the same, you know.
Yeah.
So people are going to listen in this new album the same style, but of course a lot of creativity, a lot of good stuff and catchy sound, you know.
Yeah.
And old school metal, you know. This is the music we do.
That's the best metal, the best music.
I think metal music is a bigger spectrum, you know what I mean? And each band can do everything they want to do, but and the likes from people is same.
Yeah.
People has different likes and taste, but we are a fortunate band that people enjoy our music, and that's it, you know.
For the people, for the fans that don't know, how did Witchtrap begin, or should I say, dark millennium? Right? Who came up?
Yeah.
Who came up with the idea to start Witchtrap? Was it you and your brother, or?
Well, it's a long answer to do. Let me see. When we were teenagers, we started to listen music from different ways. I mean, I have my friends. My brother has his friends, and in some day we meet up, and my brother was. I was listening to some metal stuff, and he asked me. And in the same way, when we start to play music, was that because we have acoustic guitars, each one of us, and I was playing some riffing. I think it was a Sodom riff from the first EP in the Sign of Evil, and my brother come to me, "Hey man, you're playing metal?" "Yes, man." "Why?" I play too, and
Wow.
I have some creative riffs.
Awesome.
"Really?" "Yeah." I asked him, "Really?" And he told me, "Hey man, yeah. Hey, show me. I can show you those riffs." And we start to share some riffs in acoustic guitars. And someday I start to play with a couple sticks and a pair of sticks. And I start to play with him, simulating a drum kit and playing a seat like a snare, you know.
Yeah.
I'm playing some riffs on the guitar. We never thought, but we were creating music.
Wow.
And something happens to talk with our bass player nowadays, Edison, Enforcer.
Yeah.
And he was a good guitar player, acoustic guitar player, and together we start to create music. I think we made something like 6 songs, maybe 7.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we forgot almost all of them. We only could remember 3 songs, maybe 4 from those years. But after a year of playing on the Millennium, I think my brother started to play some old school stuff like Destruction, Slayer,
Badass.
early Metallic.
Awesome.
And so we changed to play death metal because Dark Millennium is old school death metal, you know?
Yeah.
We were very influenced by Massacre from Colombia.
Yes.
And we were friends of them because we are friends for a long time ago.
Wow.
And we chose the idea to play thrash metal. In Colombia, nobody plays thrash metal, actually. We think it would be a better idea to play something different than old bands in Colombia.
Yeah.
But it's the situation we do in few words, you know. We did in those years. But Dark Millennium was a good experience, and when we were celebrating 20 years of Witchtrap, we chose the idea to remember those Dark Millennium songs and record some few words of those years.
What years was Dark Millennium?
It was in 1992. We played for a year until 1993.
Nice.
And in that year, we changed to play old school thrash metal. I think the name of the band came a year later, maybe in 1994, 1995. I can't remember very well. But we take the name of the band of the terror movie from 80s.
Okay.
Because we have never seen this movie before, and we watched it in some local series on TV we had in Colombia of terror movies. And after seeing, we took the idea to take this name for the band. I can't remember if the movie, the name of the band was in 94, 95.
How does it feel working with your brother in the same band for almost 20-something years? How does that feel for you guys, for Witchtrap?
I think there is something very important that we grow up, listen to metal at the same time, and we have the same taste in metal music. We love hard rock bands, heavy metal bands from the 80s.
Awesome.
Many heavy metal bands from the 80s too. But it's our very influential music for us. We wanted to play faster and heavy than those bands.
Yeah.
That's why Witchtrap sounds like old school thrash metal bands. So growing together, listening to the same music, same taste, and it's easy for us to create music and play in a band together because we have the same focus, the same target,
Right.
the same idea. And we play music because we love metal. Right now it's our way of living. In those days, we have a romantic passion for metal.
Right.
That I think is the main situation we had to keep doing the things we do in Witchtrap. And playing together is easier each day because we have good communication, we are good brothers, we have same way of thinking.
Yeah.
When we have some misunderstandings, we not fight. We used to talk about our mind's position of everything. I mean, from religion, from politics, and of course, metal is our love.
That's a common language.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a common language. And when we came from ideas for the band, it's like we were thinking the same on each other,
Yes.
So having the band together is really nice. It's comfortable. It's like a family, more than the blood brothers we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing I have feel. I can say I feel in my life because my brother and me, we are like the same person.
One thing I find that's awesome about this is one thing is having two brothers, and another thing is listening to the same music, or liking the same kind of music. Maybe your brother could have been born a fan of cumbias or right, or something.
Yeah.
But he was born with the same taste like you, right? I think that's real cool.
Yeah, it's cool because I told you before, when I was listening to metal, I was listening to metal because my friends from high school and my brother was listening to metal in the preparatory,
Yeah.
So when we realized we were listening to the same music, wow, it was like a surprise, but it was nice at the same time. So we started to cheer. I remember my brother was a very Maiden fan.
Yeah.
And I was fan of Metallica.
Awesome.
Very because I only know some few bands. It was 1986.
Yeah.
1986,
Uh-huh.
and we listened a lot of glam music on radio stations.
Awesome.
But Metallica and Iron Maiden were not playing on radio stations.
I don't think any radio stations were playing Metallica. Right?
Yeah. I think so.
Right?
Even in Colombia,
Nobody.
because all people listen in Colombia. People listen to salsa.
Yeah.
In 80s salsa.
Okay.
Or which music? I don't know. I listened to salsa before listening to metal. I got introduced into metal because my friend of high school. So my life did a 880% change because I turned to metalhead radically. And I stopped to listen salsa or any kind of music. I dedicate myself only for metal.
Right.
But was funny to see my brother listen to another band that I haven't listened before. And Iron Maiden, what the hell is that? So we started to share music together, some home tapes recordings, and I showed him to my Metallica tapes, and he showed me his Iron Maiden tapes. And wow, we together start to discover more bands with our friends, and in some time we meet a special guy that we love him a lot because he helped us and support us to get into metal scene in Colombia. I want to clarify something.
Yeah.
In 80s, the metal scene in our city, Medellin, Colombia,
Yeah.
the metal scene was so radical, and all people. When something realized that some metalhead listen to salsa or cumbias or vallenatos or something like that, they start to make calling to all metalheads and spread the word. Hey, that guy is listening to salsa. Fuck him. Never lend him any stuff. Don't record any home tape. And we were so close, a very close metal scene. We try to keep safe metal from other kind of styles of music, any musical genres, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that guy, I told you, he supports us, lend us some records to record at home, or sharing vinyls, you know. It was so great. And I remember in 1987, 88, we start to share music with real metalheads in Colombia, and it was a very nice time in my life. So I remember all those days with appreciated time in my life.
Awesome.
It was good, yeah.
That was one of my next questions. Who are your influences as far as a drummer or in any band, you know?
You mean the someone to influence me a lot?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have to confess, the first metal band I heard was Metallica. Yeah. So when I saw the Cliff and Wall video, and Revenge Combat video, Slayer and Exodus. Man, when I saw Cliff Burton playing bass, this guy was for me something like a god, like an idol. Incredible. His way of playing metal. The performance on stage of Cliff Burton is like I never thought in my life something could feel the music in this way. When I saw the Revenge, I remember to see the way of playing metal of Lombardo and Abaddon from Venom, the drummer of Exodus. I forgot his name.
Is it Tom Huntington?
Tom Hunting.
Yes.
Man, yeah, Tom Hunting. Those guys play headbanging at the same time playing drums, and I remember Cliff Burton headbanging and playing bass, and I saw, man, this is how I want to do it with my band. And I don't know if you know that I played guitar, bass, and drums too.
Okay.
I play. When I play those instruments here at home, I used to headbang my head playing and creating riff for my band. Even today, I think it's the way I feel metal runs to myself and my feelings, and that's why I create music. And even today, I used to watch those videos to keep this flame alive inside of me.
Yeah.
And I think Lombardo and Abaddon is my big influence of playing drums. But of course, there are more drummers that I love the way of playing drums, like Dan Biller from Exciter.
Yeah.
Is a big influence of playing drums to me. I think this is the bigger influence of playing drums, especially to me, okay?
Yeah.
You know, everything you heard is an influence to you if you like it.
Yeah.
So that's why I used to listen to old stuff a lot when I am going to compose or to write some riffs and stuff for my band.
I can hear your influence. I can hear the Lombardo influence, the Venom influence, and the Iron Maiden. I can hear all that in Witchtrap. I can hear the influence, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you, man. I have seen in those drummers that the simplicity is the word.
Yeah.
They used to fix the drum fills in the music, especially for all days, of course. And I try to keep this on myself when I am going to write or are going to compose something in the drums for my band. I try to keep it simple. I could do it complex, of course, but I know I'm playing in an old school thrash metal band. I don't have the needing of to show how much I play drums.
Yeah.
I don't want to show how many drum fills I can do in the band. I think my proposal in Witchtrap is keep the feeling, the groove of the riff on guitars, you know. So we know in Witchtrap the feeling is on the guitar riff. You know, this is the feeling of on the band. The feeling is on the guitar riffs.
Oh yeah.
And I have to be aside of the guitar doing what I have to do. The snare sounding like a metal word, you know, and my bass drums keeping the same feeling, and don't stop the feeling and the groove of the music.
Right.
This is how Witchtrap sounds, and my feeling and my way of playing in my band. Maybe if I play in other band, I could do different drum fills and different rhythms and changes all the time and moving tempos. But I think in Witchtrap, those feelings doesn't fix. Yeah, so it's how I play in Witchtrap. And I think if it works good.
Oh yes, it works. Awesome. You guys do an awesome job. You guys are tight.
Thank you, man.
You guys rock. You guys are bad.
Thank you, James.
Yes. How many times, or do you guys even practice? Do you guys rehearse? Is it only for a tour, or do you guys rehearse only when writing new material, or when does Witchtrap practice?
Well, we have here at home, we have a small home studio, and in the home studio we practice. We practice maybe a week.
All right.
Maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times. It depends what we are going to do, because we used to practice to remember all the stuff we have. I could say you something that if you ask me for some song, any song of the band at the stage, I can play it without any problem.
Really?
Yeah, I can play any song, and that's why we play twice a week. But when we are going to compose new stuff, maybe we practice 3 times a week.
Okay.
Because we practice sometime old stuff, and we take one day especially to write and compose music, because it's very important when you are creating new music, you remember each detail on drums and guitars, to keep the same feeling and to keep the music as you recorded.
I agree. Yes.
You know, when you stop to play any song for a long time, and when you are going to rehearsal this song long time later, maybe you could forget any drum fill, or maybe something in the guitar solos, and you have to study again.
Right.
Because I think people deserve respect, and people used to listen the CDs, the stuff you have on records, you know.
Right.
And if you change it, the people will say, "Hey, what happens here?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's why you used to rehearse all old stuff, new stuff, and the nowadays stuff we record, you know. It's something normal for a band. I think practice only for playing or touring, I think is a wrong idea.
Right.
Anyway, each band has its they have their rules, and I respect them a lot. But especially for Witchtrap, we have those rules, and we used to keep them since we were rehearsal for a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah.
How does it feel being the biggest band from Colombia?
What do you mean?
Well,
I don't get it.
How does it feel being the biggest metal band from Colombia?
It's a hard question. I don't think I'm a biggest band. Witchtrap is an underground, as many bands in Colombia are. I think we have some knowledge out there in Colombia because we have dealt with some underground labels in different continents and countries. But we are an underground band. And we are not biggest. I think there are bigger bands like Massacre, like Reincarnation. I don't feel it, and I don't try to think we are biggest. I think we are an underground band, and we are fans of bands. As many, I used to go to metal shows from local bands day by day or each weekend. And I used to go to metal bars and meet people like I was a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're all fans.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to think we are bigots because it's a big responsibility. And I try to keep my feet on the earth.
On the ground. Yeah, that's good. You're.
But thank you for the words, and I can say that we are fortunately a known band into the underground. But we are not bigots. Just we are a band from Colombia, and I'm trying to spread the metal music we have in Colombia because we have a lot of good bands in all genres. I mean, black metal, death metal, thrash metal, speed metal, heavy metal. We have a lot of good bands. If I have time to spread a lot of bands, I take like an hour saying many names.
I hear you. I understand. Talk to us about your other projects like Canon and Martyrdom.
Well, first of all, Martyrdom was a black metal band. I was thinking to do something, but I stopped the idea long time ago. I remember I gave one of those songs to the Colombian band called The Antichrist. Do you know this band?
I've heard it.
The Antichrist, I gave him a song and I recorded the song for him. And we played it for him in one album he has. I think the name of the song is Destroyer Times or something like. I can't remember very well, but the music is mine. You know, the lyrics is from him, and I think it's a good band, a good song. But I forgot almost all stuff I create from Martyrdom. About Canon, it's a very very weird story. You know, I play Nightmare in a heavy metal band with my brother and Enforcer, but I left Nightmare like 5-6 years ago. But I have some riffs and songs for the band, but I couldn't record them with them. So I took these 4-5 songs I have in mind for Nightmare, and I thought one day, why not to do a long project? So then I create 3 more songs and start to record it, and it was fun. It was like something for me especially. I don't want to spread the name so far or something like. Just want to do something for me. I do a CD pressing for 300 copies, and I'm selling slowly, but each day people like it, other people doesn't like it. I understand it because the voice is different, and it's a different voice like Lemmy was drunk or something like. But I want to do something different than Witchtrap. I want to do some heavy, powerful metal, something like very strong power metal. You know what I mean?
Power
like
metal.
Running Wild, like Running Wild meets Exciter. And with Motorhead voice, a little bit rough, no? But and the lyrics is about capital sins. Is okay. The meaning I'm saying. I mean the envy, the rage, and the lust. This is about this kind of type of lyrics I do for canon. But I concentrate to do some catchy riffs in this music, and I'm not the best guitar player, but the solos I did was a lot of feeling in those solos guitars and a lot of groove in the music. But it's something that I do alone. I record drums, bass, guitar, guitars of course, and voice and solos. And my brother helped me only in one song in the solos, and that's it. I think many people ask me, because I use the word dog, because all the songs have the word dog, but it's a metaphoric idea I took, because dog backwards is God, you know.
Yes.
And all the lyrics is about all the words, things the human being does,
right,
or human being do. Okay, so we are the worst creation of God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe in God,
okay,
but I think it's a way to show to people that we are free. I forgot the word.
Free spirits.
Let me see. Free speech is as how you say. Yeah. I think. And this is the metaphoric idea I took for canon.
Okay.
It's not. I think I will not do in another album. I don't know, but I don't want it at this time. I don't want it. Maybe in future. I don't know. You never know.
You never know, right? Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. But until today it's okay, and I'm happy. I'm so happy with the stuff I did, and when I heard some good review, I like it, and when I heard a bad review, I'm okay, because I don't want to hear any critics. I don't give a fuck. It's a good or bad review, but I'm happy what I did with the band, and awesome. Canon is a special own self job I did.
For the Witchtrap fans, that's some good information. Awesome.
Thank you, man.
I saw on YouTube you guys you were on a metal cruise.
Oh yeah. It was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. How was that?
Yeah. The 70,000 tons festival in the cruise. Yeah, it was a big experience. You know, playing in a cruise with bigger bands and sharing with them, and I mean the musicians and the people. It was something that we had never experienced before. It was weird, I'll say, time, because people is different than the people that we used to see in the metal shows in local scene in Colombia. Uh-huh. But it's great. It's so great, and we learned a lot of things and how to set up a sound on the stage. I think it was very different. I have no words to say how we were in the cruise, because all things seems happen so fast. Yeah. And at the same time we were putting our minds and eyes in everything everything do, and how to fix everything for the band. Yeah. And it was great, of course. We love more being in small venues. Yeah. We are more. It's comfortable to share with people that love your music, but in some time you realize that you have to share your music and give a step forward. Yeah. For your band. And after 27 years, when you are doing this step forward, is like wow, man, I'm 47 and what's happening here? Maybe if I were younger, yeah. I will have another impression, another way of thinking of this experience. But when you are old, into metal scene is like confronting yourself, seeing different stuff as you are living almost all your life. But it's nice. And about the tour we did in the States in 2017, it was something that no one band in Colombia has done ever.
Really?
We played 20 dates day by day.
Awesome.
It was something that no one band has done ever in Colombia. And we had good times in the States, crossing coast to coast, from coast to coast, and meeting people each day, and people supporting our band like we had never seen before.
Really?
And
awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing how US people, US metalheads support bands, because or people buy your stuff, or people give you energy, and it's different than Colombia. In Colombia there is a lot of energy, but it's not usually because our economy does see people buying a lot of stuff.
Right.
And for us, it's something unbelievable. When we finished the tour and we were doing some balance of the sellings, wow, we thought, what the hell? We are fucking rich.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We had, and. We saw something different, and we had never seen. We used to sell some stuff in Colombia, of course, and people support you,
of course.
And we have bigger festivals for free, and people come to those shows for a lot of assistance. We have played in front of 70,000 people, in front of 30,000 or something like.
Wow.
But the support of people in the States is in other scale, you know what I mean? It's other level. And wow, we were so thankful, and we are so
awesome.
Surprised. Yeah, it's awesome.
You were impressed by the sales. Yeah, you were impressed by the sales. Yeah.
So we were touring in a van, and we could discover different landscapes, different than Colombia. We have different landscapes, and your country is amazing. You have something that we have never seen, of course, as well, you know.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, and we hope in some time we can do something like this. And we were thinking to do it last year, but we focused last year only on record the new album. We took like 10 months recording, mixing, and mastering the new album.
Awesome.
Because we do everything for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do our best recording ever, and we try to do always to do our best and best effort to give everything to our fans. You know, we play from the heart, and we play for us. But we try to keep the loyalty of our fans.
There you go. Very important.
So, yeah, it's something that you have to meet in your band to keep your fans loyalty to your music, but at the same time you keep your loyalty to your band. You know what I mean? And it's something hard to do it, but we are so happy with the results.
Awesome.
We have gone in this new album, and it's coming to be out soon in something like 3 weeks. And hope all people like our new stuff.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure. I heard it, and I'm sure they will. It sounds awesome. Can't wait for the people to hear it.
Oh yeah. Even here in Colombia, there is another radio station is going to put this song, and I shared to that guy the song, and he told me, "Wow, Hugo, it's last song and kick ass." So I hope the people like the full album. We are playing the same style like the last one album, Trap the Witch, I think it's a mixing between a meeting between Sorcerer Speech and Trap the Witch. I hope people like it and enjoy it and support us.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will for sure. You got my word. It's some badass thrash metal, man. Awesome. Do you want to send a message to your fans that are listening to this podcast?
Oh yeah, of course. I have something to say. Especially, I'm thankful to all Witchtrap maniacs that have given us support all these years. We are almost 27 years playing metal and being the metals in the media like 20 years. I think never betray your thoughts, your way of living, and never give a fuck to anyone who have to change your way of thinking or your way of life. Metal is our way of living, and you have to keep this way as to the core, because it's the only way we have to live, the only way we have reasons to live. And thank you so much for all your support, and keep all the metal in your life. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Hugo. Witchhammer, we appreciate your time talking to us, that metal interview podcast. Thank you.
I appreciate your time and you get in touch with me to make possible this. Is something unbelievable. I told you before, I have done maybe 3 interviews by phone.
Awesome.
Only was in Spain and only in Sweden.
Wow.
But especially for the United States is unbelievable because USA have a big scene.
Yeah.
And I have only good words for all of you. And I'm so happy to get in touch to you and all your support you have given us, and give us this space to say thank you. And I have no words, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome. It's my pleasure speaking to one of the best bands from Colombia, and to me, in most of the underground metal scene, you guys are one of the best bands out there. You're keeping that old school thrash sound alive.
All of you have in me a friend, and whenever all of you want to get in touch to me, it's very easy on Facebook, on Instagram. I used to answer each message, and I consider all of you my friends, and it's something unbelievable because metal scene is the biggest family around the world.
Yeah.
Even we have never met before, all of you are my friends and consider me like your best friend. Everything I can do for you, I will. So thank you once again, and hope to see you soon. And thank you.
Awesome, Hugo. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
And that was our interview with the drummer for Witchtrap, Hugo Witchhammer, all the way from Colombia to all the Witchtrap fanatics. That was a treat for you guys and for all of us metalheads. Be looking out for their brand new album coming out any day now. Witchtrap. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram. Look for their albums. It's some badass stuff. Old school thrash metal being kept alive by Witchtrap. My name is James, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share our Spotify page and this and that. Thank you for following us on social media, and don't forget to keep it metal.
That metal interview.